Begin with some neck movement. Move your head side to side. Try to bring your ear close to your shoulder. Don't lift your shoulder. Bring your head down. Bring your chin to the chest. Stretch the back of your neck completely and look up. Once again, chin to the chest. Touch your chin and then look up. One last time, touch your chin. You can begin with some rotations, 4 times clockwise and then 4 times anti-clockwise. Relax each and every muscle. It is very important to warm up your neck before you do asanas so that we don't have any injuries. Take your left hand, pull your fingers towards your body and drop your head to right side, giving a stretch from your fingers up till your neck. Take your right hand, pull your fingers, drop your head on the left side. Back to the center. Make a fist, wrist rotation. Make sure you make circles with your hands. And let's do some kicking with our right leg at least 8 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. And with our left leg, try to kick little harder. Come to the top of your mat, hands open. Deep inhale. We'll take 5 breaths before we start Ashtangi. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in 2. Breathe in 3. Breathe in 4. Hands in Namaste pose. Now observe your posture. Don't just stand there. Let's engage our entire body. Press your hands, lift your elbows. Lift your chest, back straight. Pull your stomach in, squeeze your buttocks. Pull your kneecap up. Elongate your body. Just close your eyes. Bring your attention inwards inside your body. Breathing in, take both the hands up, arch your upper back. Breathe out. Slowly pull your stomach in and go close to your knees. Straighten those knees. Bring your body weight forward, straighten those knees. First round we'll do it slow and then after that we can increase our speed. Bring your body weight little forward and then push your knees back. That's when you'll feel a deep stretch. Place your fingertips on the ground and look straight. Fingertips on the ground, look straight, knees straight. Bring your body weight forward. Try to straighten your legs little more and ready to jump back. Now half chaturanga or full chaturanga. Before that, turn your elbows in, body in plank pose. Turn your elbows in. Push yourself forward, come to the edge of your toes. Little more forward. And then start going down close to the floor. Chest first. Then if you want, you can bring your hips down. Look up in cobra. First round we are doing cobra. After that we'll be doing upward facing dog. Right now just stretch your spine completely. Tuck your toes and go back and down. First down dog. So let's stretch for a few seconds. Straighten those knees, look towards your navel, tuck your chin in, pull your stomach. Keep pushing your hamstrings. Engage your whole body, keep pushing your chest towards your thighs. And looking straight, bend your knees, get ready to jump forward. Try to jump in between your hands. Once again, look straight. Take your head close to your knees, knees straight, body weight forward, straighten those knees. And breathing in, bring both the hands up, arch your upper back, pull your stomach in, breathe out, relax. So 13 more rounds. Minimum try to do 10, maximum you can go up till 18. So second round, let's coordinate with our breath. Namaste, breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, head to knee, knee straight. Breathe in, look straight. Breathe out, jump back. Come down in Chaturanga. Up in upward facing, breathe in. Now here you're lifting your thighs and knees off the floor. Tuck your toes, go back in down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Jump forward, look straight, breathe in. Head to knee, breathe out. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, namaste. Continue 12 more rounds. When you coordinate with your breath, that's when you'll start sweating and you'll get most benefits out of sun salutations. So don't forget to breathe in and breathe out. Expand your lungs as you do all the postures. Don't forget to keep a smile on your face. Stretch each and every muscle. Contract your stomach. Stretch your spine, stretch your arms. Each posture, just be aware of what is happening in which part of the body.
Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo.
After this round, we'll move on to chair pose, Utkatasana. So if you are going to do more rounds, just pause the video and you can continue. So stand with your legs hip width apart. Take both the hands in front of you, elbows straight. Now pull your tummy in, push your hips back, bend your knees and see if you can go down as much as you can, come up. Like we do in squats, let's do it 4-5 times. Try to go down as much as you can and then come up. Keep your hands straight. Engage your core. The main thing here is your knees shouldn't cross your toes. Now this time as we come down, we are going to hold. Don't come up for at least 10 seconds. See if you can look down and see if you can see your toes. Don't lean forward. Keep your back straight. Push your chest forward. Pull your stomach in. Take your hips little more down as if you are about to sit on a chair. Push your knees back. But at the same time, don't lean forward and look at your toes. Hands straight. Sit on this invisible chair. Get comfortable. We are going to hold for 5 more seconds or maybe 10. Let's see how long we can hold. Keep coming down. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly come back up. Relax. Now from here you're going to join your legs completely, feet touching each other. Stand straight, take both the hands in front of you, raise both the hands parallel, and then we are going to go down. So create gap between your knees and then go down. Your toes are together, heels are together. See if you can come down completely. Tiptoe pose. Lift your heels. Your knees are wide apart. Try to close your knees and bring them together. Bring your hands in Namaste pose. Close your knees and balance on your toes. Now just don't sink down and relax in the pose. Try to lift your hips up as if you're about to get up. Lift your hips up. Press your toes into the ground completely. You'll start feeling it in your thighs. This is the balancing at the same time to increase your strength. Try to lift up, little more up, hips up. Don't sink down. This will be very comfortable. You won't feel anything if you do this. I want you to come on your toes completely and lift up little bit. Engage your hands, pull your stomach in, chest out, back straight. As if you're about to just get up. Stay there. Straighten both the hands and slowly come back up. Relax. Deep inhale and exhale. We didn't sit for long in our chair, so let's go back. Let's try to sit again. Take both the hands forward. Legs hip width apart. Push your hip back first. Do it stepwise. Push your hip back first and then start bending your knees. That's when the posture will be right. Knees shouldn't cross your toes. Go down as much as you can. Let's take both the hands up this time and see how the stretch is different. Do not lean forward. When you take your hands up, upper body will lean forward. Push your chest forward, arch your back. Hands straight, biceps touching your ears, elbows straight. Pull your tummy in. Try to take it little more behind. Just few more seconds. Don't give up. Don't come up. And slowly you can drop your upper body. Straighten those knees. Come down. Relax. I'm sure you're feeling it in your thighs. If you want, repeat the posture. And see how much you can hold. 20-30 seconds. Now create gap between both the legs. We are coming down in Malasana. Both the legs are at the edge of your mat. Now here also I don't want you to relax. Your upper body is engaged. So press your hands into each other. Use your elbows to push your knees away, back straight, chest out. And keep pressing your hips forward. Engage your entire body. From your neck up till your hip. Pressing your feet into the ground. Trying to straighten that spine. As you straighten, your hip will go down. Don't forget to breathe in. Press your hands together. Try to push your knees apart. You can place your hands down and slowly straighten those knees. Drop your head, relax, stretch your legs. Just relax for 2-3 seconds and then once again we'll repeat Malasana. Giving more this time. Use your elbows to push your knees away. Press your palms into each other. Elongate your neck. Pull your shoulders back. Push your chest forward. Keep your spine straight. Very good. You're doing so well. And slowly taking support of your hands, you may come down. Place your left leg under. Take your right leg. Place it over your left. We are going to do fire log. So here the main thing is your foot has to be over your knee. Right foot is over your left knee and left foot is under your right knee. So making a kind of square. Observe the shape of the legs. Then only it will be effective. Don't pull the leg close to your body. Foot is under and over the knees. Now drop your upper body down. See if you can rest your forehead. Keeping your hands there. We are going to stay for 15-20 seconds. And keep your entire attention in your right outer thigh. See what is happening there. How the muscle opens up. how you feel the stretch, how everything is connected. It's a simple pose but very effective to make you flexible. Don't forget to breathe. Repeat on the other side. Left foot is on right knee. Right foot is under left knee. And slowly you can come down. Bring your head close to the floor, as close as possible. You can rest your head on your hands. Just observe what is happening in your left hip, outer thigh. Inhale. And slowly you may bring your head up. Come out of the pose and you may sit in Ardha Padmasana, that is your right leg is on your left thigh, and if you can, bring your left foot on your right thigh, doing full lotus. Now here it is important to bring your foot close to your body. That's when the posture will be 100% right. Do as much as you can. If you feel pain in your knees, you can just sit comfortably. Back straight, we are going to do Kapalbhati 4 rounds. So let's start. Deep inhale and again. We are going to do 60 breaths in each round. We have to increase our practice of pranayam as we are now in our 3rd week. So make sure you're doing it 100%. Pull your stomach in as you breathe out and blow your stomach as you breathe in. Lot of movement happening in your abdominal area. That's when you will burn lot of calories, all the fat. At the same time, good functioning of liver, stomach, improvement in digestion. You can relax in this round. There are so many benefits of Kapalbhati. It's one of the best pranayam. Let's do 2nd round. Deep inhale. 60 breaths. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Continue at your own speed. Move your stomach in and out, in and out. Keep squeezing your stomach. As I was saying, it will improve your digestion, overall blood circulation, lung capacity. So many benefits of this pranayama. Relax after this breath. You may start feeling some sensations. Anyone having high blood pressure problem should do this easily, or you can do Nadi Shodhan instead of Kapalbhati. 3rd round. Let's do it together. And relax. You may feel some pain in your stomach area. That is okay. We'll do one last round. Observe your forehead if there are any sensations as the oxygen rises up. And ready for last round. Don't hold back. giving everything that you have, throw the toxins out of your body, any kind of negativity. Just push it out. Do not open your eyes, stretch your legs and lie down and observe what is happening. Let the prana flow in each and every part of your body, from your head to your toes. Listen to the music and just melt into the ground. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shakti